and I have no makeup on. Yay! But anyways, actually all of this kind of can tie into our topic today, which I'm following up my fear and depression video. Now, I'm having a super dysphoric day. I've like literally changed my hat 10 times and hair bands and all that stuff because I'm feeling dysphoric and like really, really bad today. Like it's incredibly bad. Um, but other than that, I'm actually a lot happier than I was the other night. And if you watched my video, which hopefully some of you did, the fear and depression video was really good, in my opinion, or really important, I should say. If you watched that, I was depressed. I was very depressed, and I am less depressed now than I have been, well, all week. Why, though? And that's one of the important things, is why do we get depressed? Why are we depressed? And that's a thing we have to find, we have to reason with. And mine comes down to area, like I live in Michigan. I can't marry my girlfriend. I have no equal protection by the law for jobs. I'm, yeah, I'm stuck. And plus, I live in a very small town, and I'm trying to figure out what my cat is doing. I live in a very small town, and, you know, being me, I kind of stick out. I mean, there's other trans people in town, and I think I've seen one or two other people who identify close to what I do, where they don't identify fully one way or another. Me, I'm fluid, but I'm more closely to the female spectrum of things because of my dysphoria. I have body dysphoria bad, you know. But those things, all those things can bring you down. All the things that you face like that can bring you down. Isn't that right, JC Kitty? This is JC Kitty, by the way, if you all want to say hi to her. But that can all bring you down, and that's something that we need to know how to deal with. Now, for the longest time, I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to run. I'm dead determined that Michigan's where I stay, because I was raised in the Michiana area, Michigan-Indiana border area, and that's pretty much where I stay. I've not in my adult career not lived outside of Michigan and northern Indiana that touches Michigan. So what's that mean for me? Well, it means being trans in the area. I'm in a lot of small town areas. I have an aunt who's been trying to get me to move to Minneapolis now for since I came out. Like when she found out, when she first saw me dressed as a woman, her and the family and all that, she just was sitting there saying, I need to move to Minneapolis, but Minneapolis is the place to go. I resisted, not because I didn't like Minneapolis. Minneapolis is gorgeous. I mean, it's a great city, but because I was afraid to move out of the area because I wasn't going to run. Well, sometimes a tactical retreat is necessary, and that's what I'm facing at this point. Is if I stay in this area longer, it's going to kill me. I'm at the point where because of factors, I can't live in a decent setting for a decent level. So I'm going to move, and since I made the decision, my life has been happier. Found that was a part of my depression. Being alone was a part of my depression for the longest time. I found Marie, and my life has been better. Now, body dysphoria is a little harder to take care of, but we have to choose our battles when we can. Trying to figure out what some of the stuff is on the screen. Um, so what I'm saying, I'm following this video. As to this video is a follow-up to that, but I also want to continue the conversation. Sometimes it's not the obvious answer. Sometimes it's not, oh, I'm depressed, I'm just going to get cheery. Sometimes there is a reason to it. And words of wisdom from Marie, my girlfriend Marie, she specifically told me I need to stop thinking about the good for others sometimes and start thinking about myself because it's going to hurt me in the long run if I don't. And she's right. Sometimes you have to be selfish, and no matter how bad that makes you feel at first, it's going to be for the greater good. I mean, look, I'm moving to Minneapolis, and I'm leaving a lot of good people behind. And it's not like I'm going to leave. I'm going to come visit. I'm going to do stuff with them. Um, but that's a part of my life. Actually, that's a big part of my life has been this area. And some of these people I've known for 20 plus years. So I'm going, beyond where I usually go, living wise, go and live there and start a new life. And I'm terrified. It was a different kind of terrified. It's not scared for your existence. And that's what the last video was. Last video was I was scared to live. And this is just I'm anxious. I'm ready to move, but at the same time I'm scared. What's if things no What if things are too different? What if things are strange? But at the same time, it also is the first step towards my greater life. Like, I'm 31, and this is the first step I've taken to going beyond, living with a roommate. I've lived with the same guy for 8 years. Nothing went on, just, two good friends living for 8 years, and he's actually one of the first people I told about me. And, I'm going to miss the guy. He's like a brother to me, and I'm going to tear up here. And then there's friends I've reconnected with. I mean, they've been amazing. And my hands up here. And one of the things that made me saddest was I'm going to miss the water. Like St. Joseph River. I know I'm like locating myself right here, but I live on St. Joseph River, and I go by that place. I go down to the park. I sit by the water, just listen to it, and I don't know if they'll be there. I don't know if all these trees will be there. Probably not, because that's a bigger city, but, you know. And Artie wants to say hi on the video. Say hi, Artie. See, I'm going to miss this guy. This is my roommate's dog. But, in the end, we got to move on. We have to move forward in life. And sometimes that is the key to our depression. That is the cure. It's not saying run every time. I'm not even saying I'm running. Actually, I'm facing my fear here. And that's where it's important. So, here's what I'm telling you. Do what you need to do to get out of those states. Because it's not worth being depressed. And with the body dysphoria, take it from me. Smile. Push through. If you get sirred or ma'amed, he or she, don't take it too hard. You're not doing it for them. I mean, I'm looking at myself right now. I got like a guy gut going because I'm not wearing corsets. I have no makeup on. My voice is dropping on and off. I have broad shoulders. I could go on and on. But in the end, no, I am female. Or I am feminine. You know, I do identify as a woman. And in the end, it's because I identify. Not because someone else does for me. Or mostly, I should say. Mostly identify as a woman. That's still a concept I don't know how to explain to people too much, but um some days I just like going out with no gender, and thought today was gonna be one, but I feel girly today after I put the shirt on, like really complete shirt. Um anyways, so dysphoria aside, depression is something that we all deal with, and it's part of who we are. You can't say, well, get rid of depression, stop being depressed. It doesn't work that way. But figuring out a solution does help. Well, thank you for sitting here listening to me ramble. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hopefully you all learned something. And I'll talk to you next time. Hopefully next time I won't be so... Yeah. Alright. Bye.